weeks I wasn't washing. I was just staying in bed like a zombie.
I've had support, but not necessarily the support that I needed.
Hey, Dennis, do you think
you fall in love easily? Did you think that like mental health could mental health like how it's mental health? I don't even know how to ask that question from and you know exactly
what you're saying.
3, 2, 1, and
there we go. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Deliberate. If it's your first time here, my name is Dennis Ngango, also known as Hot Boy Denny.
Hey!
Deliberate is my safe space on the internet, and this time around I decided to add someone to that table. You know her as a YouTuber, a content creator, and mental health awareness activist. It's the one and only Hle Lupindo.
Hey!
Thank you so much for visiting.
Dude, anytime.
The people have been requesting, they've been asking, they've been saying.
I think you're just trying to flatter me.
In this video, we'll be talking about just getting your life back up, getting it back in order, and who better than Buhle herself to join me in this conversation. If you're looking forward to it, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you're happy to see us on your screens, make sure to comment below. And lastly, don't forget to
subscribe.
Let's get it.
Oh, thank God there's questions.
Yeah, there's an icebreaker.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna jump into it.
No.
Do you think I fall in love easily? Why or why not? Hey, Dennis, do you think
you fall in love easily? I think you did, but I don't know if you do anymore.
Actually, no. Even in my previous relationship, like it took me a while to like, I wouldn't say like fall in love, but it just took me a while to get there. And but once I'm there, like
you're there. Yeah.
Like one thing about me, like once I like you definitely.
No,
so, yeah.
I'm actually the same. I think it's also because I love so deeply and I'm so open with the love that I have that we're gonna need to do some work first before I can be like sharp.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a type of girl love loudly. If that's what you prefer, I have no regrets. And also, like, you don't want to like look back and say, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it now while you're in the relationship?
Hey, not you already dropping a bar.
I'm just saying.
I got a question. What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on?
I feel like you'll probably spend most of your money on like going out on like cute dates.
Yeah, experiences.
Like experiences, like solo dates. That's the one
Solo?
thing. Oh, I've never seen a woman on your Instagram. Yeah, but why you about fish like that? Why are you hiding your woman?
The danger.
You know what the danger is. When you start posting, then the breakup is also online. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Let me rather, be on the other side of these things.
I think that's dope. I think you like finding gems and different places, and I think if you had more money, you'd probably even travel a bit more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I think Dennis just likes a good time, but low key. What about me surprised you the most?
Ooh. It's always been like just how infectious your personality is, and it's like since day one, because I know we don't like know each other like the most, but I've always been someone who has always been like, I'd always speak to you, I'd always like show you care, I'd always show you support, because I'm like, this person is a gem. Like the way you're just so infectious with your energy, the way you're so infectious with just sharing yourself is incredible, and that's really something that not a lot of people can do.
Stop it.
Do you think I intimidate others? Why or why not?
Okay, I'm gonna speak from like personal experience. I don't think like intimidating, like I can't talk to you, but you do have like an authority of like some sorts, like a respective authority. Because every time like you talk to me, I'm like, oh, okay, Dennis, like what do you want? It almost feels like I'm talking to an older brother. But because you have fun with your older brother, you love them, but you know that they are older than you and like they know better. And also like maybe because I've been in this industry, like, well, in the creative space, not so long compared to everybody else around me. Everyone is bound to like almost intimidate me in a way because you guys have been on these journeys.
I think that gets us nice into like today's topic of getting yourself,
bringing yourself up, trying to rebuild yourself.
Did you think that like mental health like how it's mental health? I don't even know how to ask that question properly. And
I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. I didn't think there was a basement in the basement. I didn't think so. Like, I've been struggling with like mental health for like the longest time, and I always in the back of my head almost tell myself like it could get worse, because if this is it could get worse. But you never anticipate like your mental health getting worse with the things around you. You always think like it's just the mental health. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, it's not associated with your whole world.
Yes,
it's just the dynamic you're having in your head.
In my head.
Yes.
So again, when life happened and then my mental health happened, I was like, oh, well, this is a lot. I don't know what to do with all these feelings. And you really feel all these emotions like all at once. You don't know if you're anxious, you don't know if you're depressed, you don't know if you're just stressed. It's just like everything in one go, and it just goes. And
when you're at that position, it's so hard to get back up, because it's like, not only did I discover mental health could become like this, but also my world has changed. I'm not as open as I used to be. I'm not as putting myself out there.
Like, humans in general struggle with change. So imagine now struggling with change, and then there's mental health like involved in your change. It makes you accepting change completely difficult. Like, a young backstory. So I suffer from, I try to not say I have, like I own it, but like these things I just suffer from them. I suffer from depression, anxiety, and then I have type 2 bipolar. Then on top of that, I have ADHD. So in every aspect in my life, like if change happens, like it triggers all those mental health issues. Will I be depressed? Will I be anxious? Will my moods change? Because obviously, like I also have bipolar, and also my brain is not like it's not functioning well. So you have to take your mental health into consideration, because you need to take it slowly. And it's almost like a little baby. It's almost like having a constant little baby in your head, where you have to ease everything in. You can't just jump
you can't just say tomorrow everything's going to be different.
Exactly. Like, literally, like even me waking up today, I had to mentally tell myself, okay, you're going to wake up, you're going to go for a run or a jog. Okay, cool. After that, you're going to take a shower. It's almost like you have to have a checklist, because if you just wing it, babes, you're going to spiral. Like, I spiral personally, because I just can't do with like winging life. I have to like constantly be planning in my head. Yes, I do say I'm spontaneous. I'd love to think I'm spontaneous, but my mental health doesn't allow me to.
And it can't take that right now.
Can't function.
And I can relate to that a lot, in the sense that even if you want to get back up, there's so much you have to consider just from those 4 avenues as you expressed. You can't just get up willingly. There's personal conversations you need to have with yourself. There's order that you need to get back into your life, and it's tough, because then your mental health is like, but why are you making it seem like this is not your life? Why are you now having to work towards doing this life thing that is essentially yours?
Can I ask you, like, I don't know if you've shared this before, like, do you have any mental health issues that you struggling with? Have you been like diagnosed?
I haven't been diagnosed, but I've always been someone who's like been very aware of like where my emotions are, where my thoughts are. And I think specifically these last 2 months, I think I've just been, when you're just so despondent and you can't even figure out where it's.
You despondent,
despondent in the sense that like you don't react to anything. You just don't move. Nothing is inspiring, nothing is motivating. You literally just are deciding like, you're not deciding. It's just that you want to be able to do these things, but your body, your mind cannot get up
to do it. Yeah.
To do it. So in that sense, I do feel like these past few months I have had like episodes of like very depressive thoughts. That have held me down, and even now it's like you need to medicate those thoughts. You need to journey with those thoughts. You need to comfort those thoughts. It's not even like you just cut them off and then things become
I personally believe going through like what you're feeling, because like if you try to ignore it, like it's going to come back. So like for me, for the longest time I was ignoring my feelings, and only now like ziyabuya, like in the last 4-5 years when I started like learning about mental health, and I realized that there's so much abandoned feelings that now are all piling in, and they're all coming back. And it was even worse this year with everything like that was happening, where just everything just piled in. Like I was literally going through the same thing where I was like physically paralyzed. Like I was telling my therapist today I was telling my therapist today that honestly, truly, guys, like what I've been going through, like there were 2 weeks I wasn't washing. Because like I wasn't washing, I wasn't doing anything. I was just staying in bed like a zombie, just like watching episodes of The Office and not even laughing. Like I was just like, I literally even tweeted, I was like, my depression is literally paralyzing me.
It's running your life.
And the only thing, it's the strangest thing, the only thing that would actually get me out of bed to wash is Ubongani saying, come to games night. That was the only time I'd wash in this. Then I'd go back to my apartment.
I can't show up at Bongani like this. Not for Bongani.
This nigga wants me to wash. It was bad.
Yeah.
And coming out like to even like, because you must drowning. Then to even, I was like, guys, I was drowning.
Yeah.
I was drowning. I was even having like such terrible invasive thoughts. It was like I was down bad. No, Bendy down bad. That's why Bendy did the basement had a basement, and I was in that little basement. But now I'm at the basement and I can see the steps. Like I'm gonna come upstairs, guys.
You can see where you've been, and you can also see a bit more of like where you can go, which is really powerful.
Dude. And how did you get out of it?
I'm getting out of it now. I'm having to decide to shoot. I'm having to decide to like get up and speak to people, because I think like I'm someone who I've had support, but not necessarily the support that I needed. And having to even navigate that, because remember earlier you were speaking about there's so many thoughts now, like unpacking becomes your full-time job, and just being able to figure out like what is the support I actually need and how do I participate in that. Like I share a lot of vulnerable stuff here when I'm ready to share, but in everyday life I'm not vulnerable. So it's that thing of how do my friends even meet me there when they want to meet me there, but I'm also not being vulnerable.
Deadness.
I'm not saying you can support me.
Completely relatable. Very relatable. Like I read it and say like, comment, quote, screen grab, put it on Instagram, share it with another platform,
and WhatsApp,
and WhatsApp, subtweet your answers. Oh my god, relatable content. The last couple of months I've been struggling with like having to finally communicate with the people around me how I want to be supported. And also like people are also human, and I said this on my channel, people are also human, and people can decide what they want to deal with and what they don't want to deal with. For you it sucks because they might think like, yo, out Dennis is too much, like I can't deal with like this emotional Dennis, like this is too much for me. And I had to come to that realization, but maybe the people around me in my life, they haven't said it to me, but this is the conclusion I've came with, that people in my life were probably looking at me and they were like, and I don't know how to support her, and I don't know how I can, provide what she needs. And also maybe her feelings are overwhelming me, and that's okay. Like people can literally bounce out of your life like that. It's going to suck, and that's even part of the things like I was grieving right now, that I'm like, okay, I lost people, like okay fine, I lost people, but you know what, you will gain even more people, because even in this process I gained 2 other people that I can like talk to, I can rely on, and I've made a conscious decision that I am going to communicate how I want to be supported.
With what you're saying, it's really important that like when you get back up, you don't get back to the same life, you don't get back to the same support, and I think that's what makes it even harder, is because you're trying to get back to what you knew, what you loved, but now that you're getting back to that, you're realizing that everything has changed. Life has moved on while you were down.
It very much. I am shocked. I was like, there's new creatives. I was so shocked. Like, because now I'm coming back.
TikTok?
Like, I'm like, TikTok? Renegade? Oh my God. Like, what happened? Like, and it's so hard to go when you're a creative, because trends move like this
so quickly,
and if you're not moving with the trends, and that even makes you even more depressed, does it not?
It does,
because you're like, oh,
I'm so out of reach. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't know
anymore.
what's going on, guys.
For someone who's trying to get back up from this navigating adulting with mental health, with trying to get back up, what's like that one piece of advice you'd give someone right now?
I know this is like so cliche, but it really, like, it's the one thing that kept me going, and it's like literally just be so kind to yourself. Like, be so very kind to yourself, and like try to take care of yourself. Like, that's the one. And then the second one is something that I realized today is like, forgive yourself, because most of the time, like, I also do this, like, we like tend to punish ourselves if like, oh, I don't do, if you don't reach this goal, if you don't do this, or if you don't do that, and we start like punishing ourselves, or we start working more because we're like chasing this thing. Just forgive yourself and allow yourself to like make mistakes. Like, and that's what your 20s are for also, guys. Like, people, I think there's so much pressure like on the internet, because people are doing so well, and if you see success after success after success, you're gonna think that you're not doing well and you're not being successful. But at the end of the day, like, you waking up that day is the biggest success, because some people, unfortunately, trigger warning, really don't wake up. Like, abavuki, and it's things like that we need to face, that you trying every day is enough.
And I, just to add on to that, I think that it's easier said than done, but like, you have as much fresh starts that you want, you have enough redos as you'd like. No one can hold you back and say you cannot give yourself a fresh start. And I think that's something that is hard to navigate towards, because you just see the guilt in the mirror, you just see the shame in the mirror, you just see the pride in the mirror, but you gotta allow yourself to have a fresh start. And if you say you're gonna do that, you gotta do it wholeheartedly.
Fully. What he said. Forget everything I said.
The whole
what he
episode.
said. The whole episode, like, put it away, then just take this advice. Yeah, that's dope, dude.
No, but I just took something from yours.
I told you, I'm smart.
You're the real rock star here.
No, you are.
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 Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this conversation. Where can people find you? Socials, everything.
You know, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Buhle Lupindo, that's my YouTube channel. And then on all social media platforms, _Lupindo.
Awesome. From my side, everything at Dennis Ngango on all platforms as well. Here on Deliberate 2. Let us know your thoughts on the conversation in the comment section below. Give it a like if you did enjoy it. And please don't forget to subscribe and join the family.
And ni press la bell. Because Nathan Uti, oh Dennis, you haven't uploaded in a month, but and then there are videos sitting there. And guys, I'm telling you, subscribing is free. In like in the South Africa, no one is subscribing. You think you're paying a fee? No, my babes. You're just pressing subscribe, and it's free. It's free. The only thing you need to worry about is data. That's it. That's it.
And pressing that button. That's all you need to do.
Just that, like. It's not gonna hurt you. I promise you. It's not.
All this time, you can do it right now.
Oh fuck.